Does your cockatiel always fly straight to your shoulder as soon as you walk into the room? Have you ever stopped to think about what's really going on in her little head at that moment, or have you just accepted that she just likes being up there? If you're a cockatiel owner, you've probably seen this scene repeat itself dozens of times. You walk through the house, and out of nowhere, she takes off and lands exactly on your shoulder, as if that were her place in the world. Have you experienced this and wondered why? The most common explanation owners give for this behavior is simple. She likes the height, or it's just a habit she picked up. And indeed, these ideas make sense at first glance. After all, shoulders are high, stable, and close to the face, which would seem to justify this preference as merely a matter of physical comfort. But the truth is much richer, and that's what we're going to talk about today. When we talk about cockatiel behavior, we need to understand that these birds don't choose their perches randomly. Every gesture, every movement, and every choice of location carries meaning within bird communication, and the shoulder, specifically, is one of the locations most charged with symbolism within this silent language that cockatiels use to express themselves. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're about to discover now could completely change the way you see this seemingly simple attitude of your pet. In practice, when a cockatiel chooses to land on your shoulder, she is most of the time showing a level of trust and emotional bond that goes far beyond what most owners imagine. This behavior can be a true emotional thermometer of the relationship between you and your bird, and more, depending on the context, body posture, the sounds she makes, and even how she moves while she's there. This attitude can mean completely different things, from an attempt at protection, to a search for security, to more subtle signs of communication that many owners simply don't notice or misinterpret. Understanding cockatiel psychology is essential for anyone who wants to build a deeper and healthier connection with this intelligent and sensitive animal. Owners often make interpretation mistakes precisely because they're unfamiliar with the details of this behavior, and this can even lead to uncomfortable situations, both for the owner and for the bird itself. That's why understanding birds' body language, especially cockatiels, becomes essential for strengthening the relationship and ensuring your pet's well-being. What you're about to discover now might surprise you. There are specific signals your cockatiel gives off when she's on your shoulder, and each one tells a different story about what she's feeling at that exact moment. Some owners report that their birds show nervousness, while others seem completely relaxed, and this difference isn't random, it has an explanation. Throughout this content, we'll explore in detail the main reasons behind this behavior, the signs you should watch for, and how to correctly interpret each of your cockatiel's gestures. Get ready, because from now on, you'll see your feathered companion with different eyes. Before we continue, I need to pause here, because there's something I need to tell you with complete honesty. If you've made it this far and already identified with any of these situations, with your cockatiel landing on your shoulder, and you wondering what that really means, I want to know. If this topic resonates with you, leave a comment below about what touched you most so far, or even a similar experience you've had with your bird. You have no idea how much this helps other owners who are going through the same doubt and end up finding this video looking for exactly these answers. And look, I know sometimes it seems like just a small detail, but commenting below makes a huge difference. It's your participation that makes this channel grow and reach more people who also love cockatiels and want to better understand these amazing little creatures. Every comment you leave shows the YouTube algorithm that this content is generating real conversation, and that helps more owners like you find this video too. If you felt that this content is making sense, if you've caught yourself thinking, wow, that's exactly what happens with mine, go ahead and hit like now. It seems simple, I know, but this quick gesture signals to YouTube that this video deserves to be shown to more people who also want to better understand their own bird's behavior. It's 1 second of your time that makes a huge difference for this channel's continuity. And since you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, take a look right below the video. There's the notification bell. Turn it on now, because every time a new video comes out on this channel talking about behavior, care, and curiosities about cockatiels and other birds, you'll be notified right away. That way you won't miss any content, and we'll continue this journey together, learning more and more about these special little creatures. And if you're not yet part of our community here on the channel, this is the perfect moment to subscribe. There are a lot of people who love cockatiels just like you, seeking to better understand this rich universe of behaviors and signals that these birds show us every day. Subscribing is a way to ensure you'll keep receiving this kind of content, made with care and attention, to really help you understand who your cockatiel truly is. Now that you've left your comment, liked the video, turned on the bell, and maybe even subscribed, let's continue, because what comes next will help you finally decode the most important signals your cockatiel gives off when she chooses your shoulder as her favorite spot. Why your shoulder specifically? The instinct behind the choice. Now pay attention to this, because this is where everything starts to make sense. There's a hidden truth behind this behavior, and it goes all the way back to the very origin of this species. In the wild, cockatiels are birds with an instinct to stay alert at all times, always seeking high points to observe their surroundings, identify dangers, and feel in control of the situation. This ancestral behavior didn't disappear just because she now lives inside your house. It continues to guide her decisions, even without her consciously realizing it. And that's exactly where the shift in how you should view this gesture comes in. The shoulder isn't just a high, comfortable place, it's a strategic point that combines two needs at once: security and social closeness. When your cockatiel chooses to stay there, she's making a decision that combines survival instinct with emotional bonding. She could land on any piece of furniture in the house, on any shelf, curtain, or perch scattered around the environment, but she chose you specifically. This detail completely changes the behind the scenes of this relationship. You stop being just the owner and become, in her mindset, part of the very safe environment where she lives. And this journey of trust doesn't happen by chance. It's built little by little, day after day, through small decisions your cockatiel makes every time she chooses to be near you. The true emotional meaning behind this behavior. Now pay attention to this, because this is where things get really deep. Behind this simple gesture of flying to your shoulder lies an emotional revelation that few owners stop to notice. In most cases, this behavior represents four combined feelings: trust, a sense of security, genuine interest in your company, and the desire to stay close to whoever she considers part of her own flock. Yes, because cockatiels are extremely social birds, and this trait is a hidden truth that shapes practically every decision they make around the house. When she decides to be near you voluntarily, without being called, without being forced, this usually carries a silent emotional message: by your side, I feel safe. And this kind of decision isn't small within a bird's mindset. It represents a real impact on how the bond between you two will strengthen over the course of your journey together. But wait, because here comes an important caveat that changes the interpretation of all of this. Not every cockatiel that climbs onto a shoulder is necessarily showing affection. Context always matters, and this is exactly the detail that separates someone who superficially understands animal behavior from someone who truly grasps the behind the scenes of this silent communication. The signs that reveal what she's really feeling in that moment. Now pay attention to this, because this is where everything really starts to make sense. It's time to decode the behind the scenes of your cockatiel's body language, because the shoulder alone doesn't tell the whole story. It's the combination of signals that reveals the hidden truth behind that moment. Watch her crest. When it's relaxed, slightly lowered, it generally indicates calmness. Also, pay attention to her eyes, whether they're calm or in a constant state of alertness. This already changes the whole interpretation. Soft vocalizations, that light beak grinding, and loosely fluffed feathers on her body are clear signs that she's in a moment of genuine connection, seeking affection, or simply enjoying your company with a relaxed mindset. But there's another side to this journey, and it's important for you to recognize it clearly. Sudden pecking, a fully raised crest, a rigid body, rapid breathing, and that constant attempt to climb even higher, almost as if trying to escape, are signs of discomfort and represent a completely different impact on how you should read this behavior. This shift in how you observe your bird is what separates someone who merely coexists with their pet from someone who truly understands them. When flying to the shoulder might mean something else. Now pay attention to this, because this is where one of the biggest revelations of this video comes in. Not everything that looks like affection is affection, and this is a hidden truth that can completely change your mindset about this behavior. In some situations, your cockatiel flies to your shoulder because she got scared and is seeking immediate protection, using you as a safe harbor in a moment of tension. In other cases, she might be fleeing from another person, another animal, or even from something that happened behind the scenes in the environment that you didn't even notice. There are also situations where this flight is part of testing limits, especially in younger birds or those in a phase of discovering their own independence. Sometimes it's simply a request for attention, a direct way of saying, "I'm here, look at me. And in more specific cases, this behavior can even signal the beginning of territorial posturing, especially if accompanied by other signs of tension in the body. Understanding the context is what prevents misinterpretations and avoids mistaken decisions when handling your bird. And here's a direct impact for your journey as an owner. The best owners don't just observe isolated behavior, they observe the combination of signals, the shift in posture, the surrounding environment, and the exact moment everything happens. How to strengthen this bond of trust even further. Now pay attention to this, because this is where the journey really gains purpose. There's no point understanding all this theory if you don't put small mindset changes into practice in your daily life. And the first step toward this transformation is simple. Never force your cockatiel to climb onto your shoulder or your hand. Forcing closeness destroys the very thing you're trying to build. Instead, reward voluntary approaches, the ones that come from her own decision, because that's what truly strengthens the bond. Also respect it when she wants distance, when she just wants to observe the environment without physical contact. This respect is part of the behind the scenes of a healthy relationship of trust. Talk to her often, using a calm voice, because this creates familiarity and security. Seek positive interactions every day, even small ones, and above all, learn to read her body language before attempting any direct affection. And here's the truth that sums up everything we've covered today. When a cockatiel chooses to land on your shoulder of her own free will, she's not just looking for a comfortable spot, she's making a choice. Among every corner of the house, among every piece of furniture and perch available, she chose to be near you. And earning that trust is one of the greatest demonstrations of bonding a cockatiel can offer someone. If you've made it this far, that already says a lot about how much you care about your cockatiel's well-being, and that's beautiful to see. After everything we've talked about today, I wanted to invite you, comment below, "My cockatiel is family," because every behavior she shows can carry a different meaning, and I love reading your stories here. If you haven't liked this video yet, do it now, because every like helps more people avoid silent mistakes and creates a real impact on the lives of cockatiels who depend entirely on their owners to live with security and affection. And if you want to keep discovering signs, behaviors, and messages that most people overlook in their day-to-day life with their birds, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll keep being part of this journey of learning together with me, everything that truly strengthens the relationship between you and your cockatiel. There's a video right here next to this one that perfectly complements this topic. Click on it and stay with me over there.